This video navigates around the 6000 controller to highlight all the features and functions. The maximum number of cardholders held on a controller is 500,000. The maximum number of events a controller will retain is 80,000 when offline to the server. When network is re-established, the controller will push these events and alarms through to the SQL database so history remains intact. The maximum number of doors per controller is 10. Adhering to this limit ensures the site is operating within recommended specifications, which is important should Gallagher technical support be required. Both the standard and the high-spec 6000 controller provide two RS485 ports, which are located here. Termination jumper plugs are required to be fitted if the controller is being used as the first or last device on an RS485 bus run. On 6000 controllers, RS485 ports can be configured as G-bus or H-bus. When DIP switch 1 is on, this will allow the controller to accept a web connection. When DIP switch 2 is on, this will allow the controller to accept new IP configuration. When DIP switch 3 is on in conjunction with 1 and 2, the controller will wait for IP configuration being sent from the server. This means having all three DIP switches on allows a technician to web browse in and send the controller its IP configuration from the server. DIP switch 4 and 7 are unused, and DIP switch 5 is for factory testing only. Having DIP switch 6 on means the Windows CE firewall on the controller is enabled, preventing the controller from communicating with any legacy controllers. Turning DIP switch 8 on will cause the controller to revert to the factory default version of the operating system. When turned on in conjunction with DIP switch 2, this performs a factory reset. Be aware that all configuration, events and alarms will be lost. The controller indicates its status by way of flash codes which assist diagnosis. When a controller is first powered up, a fast flash indicates it is initializing. A 2-flash state indicates the controller has an IP but no or incorrect configuration, and a 3-flash state indicates the controller requires an IP address. When bringing controllers online, experiencing these 3 flash codes is common as the controller processes its configuration. Once online, normal running is indicated by a constant 1 flash code. Flash codes of 4, 5, 6 or 7 are explained earlier in the module slides. Should you encounter any of these when servicing controllers, it may require a call to Gallagher technical support for assistance. Each controller has its own unique pre-programmed MAC address, which must be configured in Command Center for the software to acknowledge this Ethernet address and allow the controller to come online. When bringing a controller online, the MAC address can be taken from this window and configured within the software as part of the process of configuring and bringing Gallagher controllers online. The RS232 serial dialer is an onboard connector for a plug-in modem. This modem allows for contact ID alarm transmission to a monitoring station and point-to-point dial-up connections. The primary Ethernet port is located here. The 6000 high-spec controller has two 1000 base T Ethernet ports, whilst the standard 6000 controller has one 100 base T Ethernet port. A secondary Ethernet port is available only on the 6000 high-spec controller. This provides a configurable option for the network to switch to a secondary Ethernet link on failure of the primary Ethernet link. This secondary Ethernet port is provided for redundancy. The USB port here provides the option to upload software into the controller directly via a USB memory stick. This enables batches of up to 10 controllers to have software upgraded via bulk changes, assisting large sites to speed up the upgrade process. When the controller is powered, the Power Up LED will turn red, indicating a power supply is present. When enabled, the front optical tamper will send an alarm should the cabinet door be opened. There is also a rear optical tamper. This sends an alarm if the entire cabinet is removed from its original installed fixture. Available on the 6000 high-spec controller, the contacts on the in-service relay close when the controller is powered up. Should power be removed, or in the event of equipment failure, the relay will open and be used to signal an external alarm.